If you weren't watching the Ohio State-Iowa women's game on Sunday, you were watching the wrong thing. To overtime we go. Buckeyes over the Hawkeyes, 192 in one of the most entertaining and exciting games you'll ever see. Cody McMahon leading the Buckeyes with 33 points, including a couple of huge late buckets in regulation. And then Ohio State finishes it off in overtime to post a rare win over a top-5 opponent. How rare, you ask? Well, the big stat presented by Gatorade shows you that it's only the 5th time ever that Ohio State has posted a home win over a number 2 AP-ranked program. 3 of those victories coming against Iowa, the most recently on Sunday, 192 in OT. And the star of that game, and recently named Naismith National Player of the Week, Cody McMahon, joins us from Columbus. Cody, how good does Columbus and campus feel right now after that win that I know most of the student body probably saw?
Yeah, Buckeye Nation alone is just great. So the support around campus is just really good, and it just makes me feel good.
How big was the basket on Sunday? Because I was watching, and the way that you were scoring, it seemed like it must have looked like the ocean.
That's what it felt like, honestly. They were just kind of giving me kind of the whole paint area, and that's where I thrive, so I just took what they gave me.
What's that like for those of us who have never been the athletic version of the zone, to be in a game of that magnitude against such a great opponent and feel like everything that you throw up is going down?
Yeah, during that game, honestly, it felt good. I wasn't expecting to be that, I wasn't expecting to get as many buckets as I got, especially in the paint area because, like I said, that's where I thrive. And that's usually what teams kind of try to, limit me to. But, this game I kind of just had open access to kind of whatever I wanted.
What was that offensive flow like to play in? Because it was so much fun to watch. I have 192 combined points back and forth and so much offensive talent on both teams.
Yeah, it was really cool. Just the way we moved the ball, the way we counted on each other. We have so many powerhouses on the floor at one time. We have people who can shoot, people who can drive, people who can just do everything. So it's really like it almost felt unstoppable for us. We got what we wanted and we got what we, planned to have.
Between you and J.C. Sheldon, you do the math, 57 points, 19 rebounds, 5 assists between the two of you combined. We had J.C. on last week, had the chance to chat with her, a fantastic player, fantastic young woman as well. What's your connection like with her both on and off the court?
Yeah, J.C.'s like probably the closest. I'm closest with her on the team. She's just very sweet on and off the court. On the court, she's just making sure that your head is always up, that you're always motivated to move on to the next play. And then off the court, she's the same way, just making sure that you're good. She's a happy person. Her energy is just always great. So it's kind of the same really on and off the court.
Yeah, how much does that off-the-court relationship help you guys? Is there almost like an ESP between the two of you that certainly the opposition isn't going to understand?
Yeah, I feel like us being close off the court kind of helps us understand each other more, too. Just like as far as like reactions, it's just little things. Like JC knows pretty much everything and can probably guess the next move that I'm going to make. Same for me. So it's just really cool that we have that relationship off the court to kind of help us be more dynamic on the court.
Obviously, the end result was exactly what you wanted, but late in the third quarter, early in the fourth, Iowa started to open it up a little. I believe they got the lead to 12. So what was the key for you guys to come back in that fourth quarter and eventually force overtime?
Yeah, I think the key for us was kind of just sticking to what we do. Just cleaning up the little things, like just our defense, being more in helping each other. And then as far as offense, just moving the ball. We found that when the ball would stick, that's when we wouldn't be, successful. So just making sure that we continue to move the ball and just take care of the little things on the other side of the end, just defense, rebounding, and just making sure that the hustle plays are ours.
I heard your post-game press conference, and you talked about the late end one, and you said there's just something special about getting fouled and making the bucket. Why does that feel different to you?
I don't know. It's just like, I don't know. I feel like people know that I am strong, but like once you get an and one, it just proves like nobody's stopping me. Especially seeing the ball go in and then getting the foul. It's just like I said, it's just an outer body experience. It's just so exciting to me.
So one of the biggest ones came at the end of regulation, eventually leads to overtime. Take me inside that pre-overtime huddle. What was the feeling like amongst the teammates, and what was the message, if there was a special one, from Coach McGuff and the staff?
Yeah, I mean, the staff kind of just, they really leave it up to us a lot. But, you know, our message to each other was nobody wants to go in overtime, but this was a game where we had no choice. And we wanted to just put them away. If we were going to go into overtime, it wasn't going to be a close, you know, overtime game. We were going to take the lead by a couple points, and that's what we did.
In that final 30 seconds of overtime, JC knocks down a couple of free throws to extend the lead to 8. And at that point, you have to know the victory is only 26 seconds away. Were you allowing yourself at that moment to actually enjoy what was taking place?
Oh, yeah. I was feeling emotional probably about like the 45-second mark. It's just crazy, just, you know, because we started out, I wouldn't say rough, but, you know, we weren't as successful as we were last year from the start. You know, we had some games where we felt like we could have won, and the outcome just wasn't what we wanted. But just we've worked so hard leading up to this game and, you know, the future games. But we've worked so hard, and just, you know, seeing that kind of be put into place was just so emotional for all of us.
Final buzzer sounds. It's complete pandemonium on the floor in Columbus. You were somewhere amongst that group. What was going on as you were celebrating with teammates, but also with some fans, some of whom maybe you knew, but most of whom you certainly didn't?
Yeah, it was really cool. I kind of got separated from my actual team. They were at the logo. I was like kind of outside the logo, but it was cool. It was really cool just seeing how many people really truly supported us, and, you know, them being as excited as we were, and then the football team just being there for us too. They kind of stormed the court too, and were really excited for us. So the support was just amazing.
Yeah, almost 19,000 on hand to see it happen. What makes this Buckeye team tick?
Honestly, just us having each other. I mean, we don't want to do it for anybody else. At the end of the day, this is all we have. We are all we have. Buckeye Nation, they help us a lot, just always supporting us. You know, we've had a really great outcome with our fans the past couple years. So honestly, us and then Buckeye Nation is really all we have.
All right, let's finish here. I think this game gave the opportunity, some who don't watch a lot of women's college basketball, the opportunity to see this game because it was on a national network Sunday afternoon before the NFL playoffs. And what a show you provided. What do you think this game did show to those who may be seeing Ohio State or Iowa women or women's college basketball as a whole really for the first time?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, for us, it shows, you know, the grit that we have. Our team, we don't give up. We fight to the end, no matter the outcome. So I feel like that's really what, you know, this game kind of showed as far as for us. And in college basketball, for women's college basketball, it's just like the support and the records that we're breaking with just the attendance and just, you know, people who are watching from all around. It's just like the game is evolving so much. The support from fans is evolving. Just the opportunity for women's basketball is evolving. So I feel like that's kind of what it showed.
No question. Well said. Well, you and the Buckeyes, a big reason why. Cody McMahon, the Naismith National Player of the Week, 33 points in Ohio State's win over Iowa. Cody, congratulations. We appreciate the time today. Wish you and the Bucks the best of luck the rest of the year.
Thank you.